Okay, I want to talk about something that I've seen recently popping up on Twitter and other places online. And I kind of feel that, people say invest in advice, right? Invest in advice from the gurus that says, when you're young, if you only invest like $300 a month, every month, in the stock market, in the S&P 500 or whatever it is that they say, and they say only after 30 years of doing this, you will have 1.5, 1.3 million dollars and you can retire, right? I don't like this approach. I think this is false. I don't think it's good advice for young people to follow who want to achieve wealth in their life. And I think it's just bad advice. And let me explain why and what I think you should actually do. And again, I want to stress the fact that this is not professional financial advice. This is just my opinion, and take it however you like. The first thing I want to say is that this advice maybe was good 50 years from now or 60 years from now, right? During the 50s, the 60s, this is probably good advice because, during those times, you could, the husband or the wife, doesn't matter, could go to work. The entire family could support the entire house with one salary. You could also do that today, but it's more difficult today. But, you're a 20-year-old in your 50s, either you go to the army or you go to work at a factory or some sort, but you get paid rather well considering those times, and you can support like a nice house, two cars or one car, color TV or just a TV, and two, three kids. The American dream, you have a nice life, right? So this advice might have worked in the past, but it's not working today. I don't think you should trade 30 years of your life for $1 million or $1.3 million. So this advice basically says, I'll give you $1 million, but you have to give me back 30 years of your life. Does that sound fair to you? I don't know. This doesn't sound fair to me at all. I would not trade years of my life for money unless it was like ridiculously, give 1 year away for $5 million maybe. But 30 years of your life, that's almost half your life to give away for $30 million. That's not a good deal. Don't take that deal. If you're a 20-year-old and someone says, I'll give you a check for $1.3 million, here it is. Here's the check. Give me 30 years of your life. Just say no. No. Don't take the deal. Here's what you should do instead. So ever since the internet came along, things changed. These are different times. You don't get paid for your time. You don't trade time for money, or at least you don't want to. You trade skills and outcomes for money. And that's much more pro skill persons than workers, right? If you work in a factory 50 years from now, sure, you traded 8 hours of your life every day for a certain amount of money. And today you could do things in 5 minutes, 10 minutes and get paid a ridiculously amount of money for just based on your skill, right? Take, for example, professional athletes or, very famous entrepreneurs or movie stars that could demand millions of dollars for a 1 hour session, or, NBA player plays, I want to say, let's say between 70 and 83 games per season, and he could make 20, 30, 50 million dollars a year. It adds up to like almost $1 million a year, $700,000 a year, $700,000 a game, right? And football players, it's even higher. So in today's reality, you don't trade time for money. That should be your goal as well. You don't want to trade your time for money. You want to trade your skill for money. The internet changed everything. This is the new world order in the last 20 years, even a little bit further, but I want to say in the last 20 years. So this is what you got to do. If if you have a little bit of money to invest on the side, right? If you work at a job right now and you have like $300 extra every month, instead of putting it in the stock market and waiting 30 years, invest in yourself. Invest in you. Build up skills that will help you quantify your time and get paid for your skill, not for your hours worked, right? If you're into marketing, online marketing, gain knowledge in SEO, PPC, social media, everything that drives traffic or sales to businesses, and then approach businesses and say, hey, I have this skill, I can increase your sales by this much or that much, but I want to get paid for it, not for my time, but for the results that I'm going to give you. You see, that's the main difference here. The thing that a lot of these gurus and wealthy people don't tell you about investing in the stock market and all that stuff sounds nice on paper, but you do that when you already have wealth, not when you're 20 years old and you have nothing. If you're a 20-year-old and you work at a job and you can barely save some money outside of your paycheck, if you can save a few $100s, you're not going to get rich by investing it in the stock market. All right. And even if you do, it's going to take decades, and you don't want to trade decades for $1 million or whatever. We just discussed this. So that's the secret that a lot of these gurus don't tell you. When you already have wealth, yes, putting it in the stock market conservatively, low risk investments that pays off 5-10% a year, that's great for saving your wealth that you already accumulated and paying you back a little bit of dividends every year so you could live off the passive income. But you need to acquire the wealth first. You're not wealthy yet. You're 20-year-old. Most of you don't have any money to invest at that scale. So investing in yourself is the best course to go. Courses, meetups, mastermind groups. Don't be dumb about it. Don't get scammed, obviously. But if someone has the knowledge and skills that you want to learn, yes, paying a few $100s to have them teach you is a good idea at that age. And use those newfound skills to build a business and get paid for your results. That is honestly what I would do and what I did when I was 20 years old or whatever and wanted to start my career. That's exactly what I did. And I think, a lot of people do it. It's not like a big secret, but that's what I think you should do as a 20-year-old starting their life, starting an entrepreneurial journey, right? My channel is all about helping the young folks, the young adults who want to start their lives. If you're already wealthy, if you already have a thriving business, this channel is not for you. This video is not for you. Browse to another one. I'm trying to appeal to the younger folks who just fresh out of college, or if you didn't go to college, that's perfectly fine, and you want to start your life, and you want to start a business, and you want to start making money online, you want to gain skills. This is for you. This video is for you. This channel is for you. And I hope someone gained value from it. And if you did, give me the thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to my channel. It really helps a lot. And that's it. That's what I have today. See you in the next one.